Nga bulijjo era nkomyewo leero n'ekyenjawulo. Olunaku lwa leero nzize ne Sheikh agenda okuba nga tusoma amateeka ga Qur'an. Njagala okutegeeza nti ffe ku Ziro Muslim Daawa twasalawo tubasomese eddiini Busiraamu. Ffe kyetwagala kintu kimu kutuwa budde bwammwe na kubeera nga musharinga emisomo gino. Kale n'olwekyo nkugamba muganda wange weekuumire ku Ziro Muslim Daawa, tugenda mu musomo gwe bayita amateeka g'okusoma Qur'an. Amateeka g'okusoma Qur'an, Sheikh Rishaad yagenda okuba oba Immam Rishaad yagenda okubeera nga tusomesa amateeka gano tugamanye. Wowe osoma Qur'an yo amateeka ogamanyi, biki by'olina okukola ng'osoma Qur'an. Kale n'olwekyo mbagamba baganda bange mwekumire ku Ziro Muslim Daawa, mugenda kuba mukufuna amateeka ago era mugenda kubeera mutambula bulungi wamu naffe aba Ziro Muslim Daawa. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahu Akbar.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء وإمام المرسلين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. We are now going into our third lesson. The first one was the ways of reciting the Holy Quran, and we came to know about them. The second one was starting the recitation, that is going about isti'adha, basmala, and the beginning of the surah, and at the same time, in case it is found between two surahs, isti'adha, beginning of the surah and the end, how do you go about them? Right now, we are going to start on something which is very sensitive, and at least someone, not even at least, every reciter of the Quran must know these rules. That is the ahkam nun sakinata wa tanwin. Ahkam nun sakina wa tanwin. The rules governing nun sakina and tanwin. So before we go to the rules, let's first get to understand what nun sakina is. Nun sakina, remember I told you when you were covering your sarna, any letter bearing a sukun, a jazm, is called a sakina. Alifu sakina, ba'u sakina, ta'u sakina. But here now we have nuni sakina in particular. That is the nun bearing a sukun. That is the nun sakina. Then tanwin. Tanwins, these are fathatain, kasratain, and dhumatain. Tanwins simply means these are double vowel marks. Tanwins are double vowel marks that represent presence of a nun sakina in a word. Tanwins are double vowel marks as you see them, double, representing presence of a nun sakina. Thus, that means tanwins are the nun sakina. For example, there is this word, ban. There is the nun sakina. It can be shortened. Ban. That means these tanwins are the nun sakina. So with that simple introduction, rules of the nun sakina and tanwin. Before you get to them, you must understand what the tanween is. Tanweens are three: fathatain, kasratain, and dhummatain. These are the double vowel marks that represent presence of a nun sakna in a word. Nun sakna, this is a nun with a sukun. So tanweens are the nun sakina. Now, as you are reciting the Holy Quran, you always come across the tanweens or the nun sakina. As you come across them, you must get to know that there are 4 rules governing the tanween or the nun sakina, and that is where we are going to have our concentration in this third darasa or lesson. So, after knowing, you must take time to look in your Qur'ans and take some time. Can you identify tanween or nun sakina? That is the first lesson. Before I get to know the rules, but can I identify the tanween or the nun sakina when I am reciting? Then, if that is okay, you can identify it. Then you get to know that there are 4 rules governing the tanween and the nun sakina, as to be seen below. We are going to start with the first one. The first one is Izhar. Izhar. That is the first rule. Izhar. As an Arabic word. Izhar. Zahara. Zahara, something has been exposed. It means exposing something. Al-Izhar, as an Arabic word, it means exposing something, showing off something. You show off. As I'm doing this, I'm exposing this pen mark. I'm showing it to you. You are seeing it. I'm making it apparent. I'm making it seen. That is izhar in an Arabic language. But now, technically now we are in, as far as the rules of reciting the Holy Quran are concerned, al-izhar means pronouncing a letter from its place of origin without ghunna. Without ghunna. Ghunna. Ghunna means the nasal sound. Nasal sound. Minar jinn. That is the ghunna. Qul a'udhu bi rabbin abi lahabin. That is the ghunna. Min sha. That is the ghunna. But now, for izhar, it means pronouncing that letter without that ghunna, without that nasal sound. You pronounce it clearly. I think we are together. You show off that letter. You pronounce it and someone hears it. You izhar it. You show it off. That is what we call izhar. As an Arabic word, it means showing off something. You get something hidden, then you show it to someone and someone sees it. In the rules of reciting the Holy Quran, izhar means pronouncing a letter from its place of emanation, its place of origin, without ghunna, without the nasal sound. I think that is clear. When is this going to be applicable? This is going to be applicable. It is going to be applied if after tanween or nun sakina happens to come one of the following letters. These are alif, ha'u, ain, ha'u, ghain, kha'u. Alif, ha'u, ain, ha'u, ghain, kha'u. We have said izhar means showing off. Izhar means pronouncing a letter from its place of origin without ghunna. The letter we are going to pronounce, the letter we are going to show off is none other than the tanween, the nun sakina. When are you going to make it apparent? When are you going to pronounce it and someone hears it? This will happen if after this tanween happens to come one of the following 6 letters. Alifu, ha'u, ain, ha'u, ghain, and kha'u. Take note of that. From here, before we go any further, at least what I want you to understand right now is meaning of the tanweens and identifying the nun sakina. Tanweens are the nun sakina. In which way? They are double vowel marks that represent presence of a nun what? Sakina. In short, the short form of a word that has nun sakina, you just remove the nun sakina and indicate the tanween, double vowel mark. Then it will mark that there is a tanween there. Now, after that, the first rule of reciting, reading this nun is al-izhar, making it apparent, showing it off. An Arabic language. In the rules of reciting the Quran, it means pronouncing a letter, this nun sakina, from its place of origin without gunna. Gunna, that is the nasal sound. Now, how are you going to know that I have to pronounce it without gunna? This will happen if after it, the nun sakina or tanween happens to come one of these 6 letters. I think as the first lesson, we are going to stop there. Now, tutandise omusomo gwaffe ogwa amateeka kati ag'okusoma Quran. Okulaba ahkaamu nuuni sakina ne tanwin, amateeka agafuga nuuni sakina oba tanwin. Nga tonnagenda ku ebyo, olina okusooka okumanya tanwiini kyeki, oteekwa okumanya nuuni saakina kyeki. Tanwiini ke kabonero akalaga okubaawo kwa nuuni saakina mu kigambo. Bwe baba tebagiwandiise bwe bati bagiteekamu ng'eri mu kano akabonero mwebeera. Yo nuuni saakina tukiwulira ng'abuulira saakina, nabagambe buli nyukuta erina sukuuni jazimu bagiyita asaakina. Alifu saakina, baau saakina, yaau saakina, waawu saakina. Kati tuli ku nuuni saakina yokka nga nuuni. Nuuni saakina eno oba tanwiini zino ze zinuuni saakina. Kaakati omusomi nga bwe tuli wano, kyenjagala tusooke okulaba, buli omu njagala ndowooza alina Qur'ani ye. Buli omu abikule Qur'ani ye. Ndaga nti nuuni saakina yiino, tanwiini yiino, ani agirabye? Ani alabye tanwiini weeri oba nuuni saakina? Nuuni saakina mu Qur'ani zaffe ezimu ezo ebeera nuuni bweti nga teriiko kabonero konna, ne tanwiini zirabika. Ani alabye eyiye? Yiyo tanwiini. Okujjako nga Qur'ani yo baagiwandiika kiro. Naam, tanwiini yiyo. Waliwo eya kasraten, eya dhumaten. Yiyo, na wano yiyo. Nyingi nnyo, nyingi nnyo. Okujjako Qur'ani yo ng'eyagiwandiika musajja wa kuno, tanwiini yiyo. Bwe bubonero obwo obubiri oba nuuni saakina, bw'oba osobola ogiraba tanwiini mu ssuura zonna ze tusomye, nuuni saakina ye nuuni. Ani agamba nti ye talaba tanwiini? Abakyala mulaba tanwiini? Ne bw'obikula eri gye tutannasoma, yiyo. Ziizo mpitirivu, kumpi buli aya erimu tanwiini ne nuuni saakina. Ani agamba mbu nze siziraba? Swahaba zibuze? Oba ettaala zino zirabika tezitumala. Twandyetaaga okwongera muno kiki? Layiti. Ani agamba mbu ye taziraba tanwiini? Bwe bubonero buno obuli ku nnyukuta tobulaba? Oba nuuni ng'erina sukuuni? Swaba olabyeyemu? Ziizo olaba eno gundi ye erina eno, erina eno, ziizo mpitirivu nnyo. Eri nuuni? Yiyo mpitirivu nnyo. Bw'ogenda mu kul huwa Allahu ahad mweziri. Kati ekyo tukirabye. Kati eyo ye first lesson. Bw'oba osobola okulaba bw'oti n'omanya nti eno tanwiini oba eno nuuni saakina, osobola okutegeera kati tusobola okugenda ku Izhar. Era bw'otunula bw'oti tanwiini weeri oba nuuni saakina, amaaso gazze buzza mu maaso ga tanwiini eyo, ojja kulaba ennyukuta ezikola ki? Kati kyekyo kye nagambye. Era insha Allah bwe tunaamala wano tugenda kutandikira ku surati Naas. okusoma ate amaki amateeka kati eri tugenda mu maaso kyova olaba juzu amma njagadde tugikole ki tugiyitemu emirundi tugiyisemu kumpi emirundi emeka kati buli sula at least osobola ogisoma kati tugikomerawo ate tugisome mu mateeka gennyini waliwo atalaba tanwini oba tugyeyo yasarna kuba mu yasarna zo zirina peegi yaazo era musomo guno tugenda gukwata mpola mpola nnyo biidhini rahman bino byetaaga kuddamu naye kakati mwe mwesimi tugenda kutandika okusoma nga kati tuddayo ku nansi tewali kye tubuuka olaba tubikule surati al-ikhilasi kul huwa allahu ahadu tusome ikhilasi eyo أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا njagala muyimirira awali nuuni sakina mu aya esembayo walamya tukomye ku kufuwan kakati waliwo wano walam yakun mugirabye walam yakun ogirabye ne tugamba nti walam yakun lahu ogirabye kati yiyo nuuni sakina weni walam yakun ogirabye mu maaso gayo waliyo nyukuta ki laamu walam yakun lahu kufuwan mugirabye mu maaso gayo tanwini waliyo nyukuta ki ekitegeeza kati tusobola ozirabye ndowooza mweziri wabillahi tawfiiki
nkakasa nti otegedde amateeka agasoma Quran kye gategeeza era nkakasa nti amateeka ago g'osomye wonootuuka mu Quran ng'ogisoma ogenda kuba omanyi kye gategeeza sheya atusomesezza bulungi era nkakasa obikutte byasomesezza kale n'olwekyo mbagamba musharinga emisomo gino tinabalala bafune okumanyisibwa message eno bafune okuyiga obusiraamu bwabwe naye toweerabira kubeera nga mutukwatirako ku nsonga ya Daawa kamera tubeere nga tutambuza obusiraamu eri abantu abalala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahu akbar.